The Life Cycle of a Flowering Plant by Brooke Keeney. The life cycle of a plant starts as a seed. The seed contains an embryo covered by a seed coat or a hull for protection and nourishment. The growing process begins when warmth, air and moisture come in contact with the seed. This process is called germination. Under the right conditions, the seed will grow. When a seed germinates, it feels the pull of gravity, resulting in a small root growing downward and a shoot growing upwards. When the shoot breaks through the seed, it is called a sprout. The roots anchor the plant in the ground, taking up water and nutrients. The sprout uses nutrients and water from the soil as well as sunlight and air to grow and change into a seedling. The small plant now has a few leaves and is very vulnerable. It's a seedling. However, due to the fact it has leaves and roots, the plant can make its own food and is no longer dependent on the seed to supply the food. The leaves capture sunlight to make food for the plant through the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is when light energy is converted to chemical energy. The chemical energy is stored as bonds of sugar in order to feed the plant. The process takes place in the chloroplast, specifically using chlorophyll. At this stage, the plant is now a young adult. It is bigger, has more leaves, and thin branches will begin to develop. The plant will continue to grow into an adult plant. It is now sexually mature and has the ability to reproduce through spores or flowers. The flowers contain the reproductive organs. The two reproductive organs the plant needs to produce is the stamen, which produces pollen, and the pistils, which produce ovules. The plant is now sexually reproducing. Pollen is carried either by the wind or other animals from the male part of the flower, the anther, to the female part, the stigma. The pollen then moves from the stigma to the female ovules. Sexual reproduction is still occurring as the flower goes through the process of fertilization. The pollen, containing male gametes, move from the ovule, where they then combine with the female gametes. Gametes are a cell that combines with another reproductive cell of the opposite sex during fertilization. The result of the combination is a zygote, which will develop into a new individual plant. The flowers then transform into fruits containing seeds. The combined cell grows into an embryo with a seed formed by the ovule. The ovary grows to form fruit. The skin and flesh of the fruit protects the seeds, and after the fruit ripens and decays, the process is commenced again. Seeds are what the plant uses to spread new plants into new places. This PowerPoint was created using the following sources: